Yes, my G's, how are you guys doing? Today I've got a short video for you, really nice and quick little one, and I wanted to just basically give you guys some free little MIDI region, little MIDI pack, little MIDI clips. So you can just you can download these this little pack of 5 MIDI ideas, MIDI loops, and yeah, just have to be a free member on my Patreon. So you'd go over there and join as a free member, then you'll get them as a download. And yeah, I just wanted to sort of play around with my new Serum preset pack, basically. Serum 2 Motion. I wanted to, yeah, just sort of like have a toy around with some of the sounds and I created some sort of little melodies or chord progressions or leads, lead lines, you know. And I thought I'd make them as a sort of little download for you guys, and we'll just take a quick listen to them. I can talk about them a little bit. The first one's called Take Me Back. And this is from the preset I used called Quest Complete. This one sounds like this. So yeah, you've got this kind of like, it's sort of jumping up a whole octave and then sort of wiggling its way back, you know? So I basically, I don't have any music theory training. I just sort of play them by ear. But I feel like I'm quite good at like doing those kind of DnB leads or like, you know, melodies. So that's why I wanted to just drop these for you guys. No music theory needed. Just cool sort of lead line ideas, you know? They're all in D, but what you can do if you want to obviously change the key, you know, just feel free to highlight the whole lot, and then, you know, bring it to F, or if you're working in F or whatever, you know, it's going to be fine. But yeah, I just wrote them all in D as a sort of starting point for you guys. And so yeah, the Quest Complete, that's sort of a pad. So obviously the MIDI events, what are they called? MIDI regions? I don't know, MIDI loops. The MIDI loops, right? They're basically, like, you don't have to use that on a pad. You could use that on a bass, for example. It might even sound good on a bass. Like, what's another bass I've got in here? Prison Break. Yeah, so obviously you don't have to use it like on the preset that I've used it. That obviously goes without saying, right? But yeah, basically, so that was the first one, Take Me Back. Second one here, this one's called Rise Up. Quite a simple one, but it's very, very useful. So really just breaking the scale and just going up one semitone at a time. Really, really nice and simple here. Just going D, D sharp, E, and then F, and all like kind of quarter notes, all, you know, directly on the sort of downbeat here. And then just repeats. Really, really simple, that one. I use that on the preset, which is called Vault Digger. Obviously you can like, you could automate the speed to be, you know, nice and different for that one. Might make that one a bit more interesting, doing some more automations on that, because it's quite a simple melody line, a very simple one. In case you didn't notice, we're doing it all at 122 BPM, so just for a change, just because, you know, I'm always composing in DnB, so whenever I get the chance to like switch things up a bit, switch up the tempo, it's like good for my ears, you know, and good for my inspiration as well. So just wanted to do this demo at like a lower speed, but of course you can use all of these at like a DnB speed as well, right? So yeah, using the cheeky worm break here, the original worm break, as the kind of, yeah, as a metronome. So the next one is the Dirty Tension, right? And this one is I use the Yard Dogs. So let's have a listen to this one here. Let's play around with the speed of this one as well. Yeah, but as you see in the MIDI pattern, that's it, it's a MIDI pattern. I was trying to think of the word for ages earlier. Right, so basically this one, again, they're all in D, right? But we go D, we jump up, not quite a whole octave, but we go up to this A, which is kind of like in the scale, and then the A sharp, adding a load of tension, and then dropping down to the C sharp before it resolves at D again. I really like that C sharp, you know, when you sort of drop down like just below the root note before it resolves. I love that kind of melodic idea. I tend to do that quite a lot. It's quite a classic technique, you know. So just a couple more patches then, patterns. This one's called Float Here. I think I'd done this one on a pad. Yeah, I used the Zero Mercy. It's kind of another pad. It's in like a minor chord, right? So the first one here, the Take Me Back, that was also sort of done in the pad's like a minor chord already. So I'm just playing like the root note of the chord basically, you know. And same here with the Float Here. So let's listen to this one. So yeah, I really like this one. It's again, obviously starts at D and it kind of jumps up to the F sharp. So it kind of goes up to that F sharp to create tension, and then it sort of resolves a bit down at the F, because the F is like 3 semitones up from the D, right? Again, sort of does a similar thing, and then but the second time around it jumps up at the end up to a G sharp, which is sort of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 semitones up. So it's sort of another tension note there. But yeah, so quite a tense progression again, but it's sort of, yeah, it's still sort of floating quite close to the D. That's I think why I said float here, because it sort of doesn't really go, you know, too high either, like the sort of other ones before. But yeah, these are all like kind of melodies that I definitely like would personally use myself in my own DnB tracks as well. So I just wanted to like give you guys like sort of my mind how I would make sort of DnB melodies, and just give you like a few like ideas you can just use in your tunes as well, you know. So feel free to use them. And this is the Nasty Dog. This is the last one here then. And so this one's a little more interesting because it doesn't start on the D, it doesn't start on that root note. It starts at a D sharp and it drops straight to the D. So you've got this dome, dome, like that, you know? And that, you know, starting off like that is a great way to like get that tension in like right from the beginning. So something I'd like to do a lot as well. And then you kind of just hang around with that D, and it kind of jumps back up to that semitone higher. And then it has these sort of little fill moments towards the end of the sort of bar always. And here they basically, we got like an F sharp down to an F. And next time around we do like an F sharp up to an A. So you kind of a couple of different ideas for the sort of fills at the end there always, you know. But it's quite dirty and nasty because it kind of centers around that that sort of root note and semitone interplay, you know. So 5 kind of melodic ideas for DnB, written just purely me just jamming out on the MIDI keyboard without any music theory knowledge, just putting it down, laying it down, zipping it up as a little folder for you guys, and hoping that you guys can maybe, use one of them in your tracks, or put it in as a placeholder one of your presets and see if you can get a little vibe going. Maybe change a few notes around and make it your own, that kind of thing, you know. So but yeah, cool little thing I thought I could do just as another way to sort of celebrate the release of my new Serum preset pack, Motion, baby. To just drop you guys some free little MIDI ideas that you can just like play around with, especially some people on my channel as well, like really beginners as well, you know. I tried to cover all range of topics, you know, really super advanced, mixed down like tips and tricks and techniques to, yeah, like really in-depth, overly complicated sound design videos to things like this, which are just very, very simple and basic, like get a vibe going, kind of beginner stuff. Anyone can load up a Serum, throw in a MIDI pattern and get started kind of thing, you know. So I try and keep my content a bit like accessible for different you know, producer like levels, you know. The same when I'm teaching as well. I teach people like right from the beginning, and I also teach people who are like better than me. Do you know what I mean? So I like the whole range, you know. As long as you're making music, staying creative and doing your thing, like we're golden, you know. So basically, yeah, a bit of a kind of more of a beginner video today, right? A lot of you got more experienced guys on here. You probably always want to write your own melodies and things like that. You might not want to get any sort of, you know, melody ideas from someone else. You want to maybe do them all yourself, you know, which I understand. But this is just, yeah, again, intermediate kind of producers or more beginner producers. Feel free to like get this stuff in there just so you can get a vibe going and get producing and like, you know, do the work, you know. So, all right, that's it for today then, my G's. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Leave a comment if it helped you guys out, and yeah, go and grab the download on my Patreon as a free member if you want the MIDI files. And yeah, thanks very much for watching, my G's. Big ups. Check out the links down below as well. I did already mention, but my Serum preset pack Motion is out now. It's on sale until Sunday night. Plus, there's loads of other presets on my website: Phase Plant, Vital, Current, etc. Also, you can check out my lesson calendar if you want any one-on-one sessions. Feel free to book in. You can also hit me up for mixing and mastering via email, and you can also come along and join us on Patreon. I said already, get this stuff as a free member, but there's other perks if you subscribe to the Patreon monetarily. You can join in my private Discord, which is where all the magic happens. All right, that's it for me today. More from me very soon. Much love.